Hello, friends. Do you ever feel like your LPS have it better than you? Do you ever feel lost in the halls of school, not knowing if there is an end? Are you frustrated that you've made millions upon millions of LPS notebooks and pencils, miniature toys for your pets, but have no LPS-related school supplies for yourself? Well, look no further, for I have the answers to all of your problems. Since back to school season is right around the corner, and for many of you guys, it's already here for some reason. Why? I came up with an idea that is so outrageous, so unique, so questionable that I think you guys will all find some enjoyment in it. I have decided to make an entire array of LPS related school supplies because for some reason LPS notebooks don't really exist except in other countries, and they're old and expensive. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys all how to make an LPS themed notebook, an LPS themed mechanical pencil, and your own DIY keychains. I tried my best to make these DIYs as accessible and easy to make so that you wouldn't have to ask too much of your parents to buy extra school supplies, or you might already have the supplies at home. Are you guys excited yet? Well, time to get even more excited, because if you watch until the end, you guys are going to win! That's right, at the end of this video I'm going to be giving away everything along with a ton of other LPS and school supply related goodies. You guys are going to be so excited for this. Make sure to watch until the end, and yeah, let's get started. Okay kids, our first DIY is going to be an epic LPS notebook. This one is the easiest to make in my opinion, and is something you'll actually use because it's a notebook, get it? For this DIY, you'll need a notebook or composition book, a printout the size of the cover. I decided to use this picture of an LPS collection, a plastic sheet like a document protector. This is optional but highly recommended, a glue stick, tape, and a pair of scissors. First thing you're going to do is cut out your picture. The reason why I chose a composition book for this was because it would be easier to make the image fit on the cover. You can use any LPS related picture you like, but I'll leave a link to the one that I used in the description below. I'm not entirely sure who took the picture, unfortunately, because it's very old and has floated around the internet for a really long time, but if anyone does know, feel free to let me know so I can credit them. The next thing you're going to do is make your best attempt at gluing the picture down on the cover. As you'll see, I'm having a little bit of trouble. If it isn't glued perfectly, or you accidentally cut the picture a little short like I did, don't worry about it because we'll actually be able to fix this later. I trimmed back some of the edges that were sticking out, and so far it's looking great, but I wanted this to look as fancy as possible, so I'm bringing out the plastic sheet. If you don't have document protectors at home, you can use any kind of plastic sheets or film that you have from leftover packaging and stuff. It would actually be a great way for you to reuse plastic you'd otherwise throw away. You can also use something like clear tape and just run it along the cover. The plastic helps to protect the cover from getting damaged in your backpack, and also leaves a smooth laminated-like finish that's actually very satisfying to touch and look at. At first I was planning on just using clear tape to seal the cover, but I ended up bringing in some deco tape to run along the edges because not only does it look adorable, but it also covered up any edges that were visible from when I cut the picture too small. I know I keep raving about the plastic sheet, but I realized as I was finishing up that if you leave the top edge open, you actually just made yourself kind of like a DIY binder cover that you can put pictures or stickers in and everything. It's a very cool accidental idea that you could try and make your notebook even more cooler than mine. Anyway, I finished up around the edges of the notebook, and voila! Your very own LPS themed notebook! Honestly, I'm really surprised because it turned out looking even better than I had imagined, and honestly, I'm a little jealous that one of you guys is going to have this instead of me. The next DIY we're going to be doing is an LPS themed pencil. This one is a pretty creative one and will be a good use of any ugly pencils you might have that you don't use. For this, you're going to need, of course, a pencil, a design large enough to wrap around the pencil, a small piece of paper, it can be anything, I just use scrap, tacky glue or super glue, and the secret ingredient of this DIY is an LPS teensy. Ooh, what are we going to use this for? The first thing I did was cut off the little side part of the pencil so that it wouldn't get in the way when I wrapped the paper around. If you're using a wooden pencil or one that doesn't have these, perfect, but if it does, be careful. I thought it would be easy to rip off the clip, but it just broke on me and I had to use scissors in order to take off the rest. It can be potentially dangerous, so if you're having trouble, be sure to ask a parent so you don't hurt yourself. The side of my pencil was a little rough after I did this, so I used sandpaper to smooth it out, but this step is completely optional. Next, you're going to cut out your design and trim it down to the size of your pencil. The picture I used is a background from G5, which I think looks especially nice when you see what we do with the teensy at the end. I have a link to that image in the description as well. Next, you just have to trim the width of your picture to size and wrap it around the pencil. I forgot to mention this earlier, but you will need to use tape to seal the paper around the pencil. This should be very easy to do, and you can just trim the ends if you feel so inclined. Finally, it's teensy time! We're going to be replacing the eraser of this pencil with our LPS teensy, and it's going to look real cute. There's probably a better method of doing this, but what I decided to try was replacing the eraser part with paper as the filler. I ripped off a tiny little piece of paper, enough to fit inside the little eraser cavity of the pencil, and molded it to the shape that we want. Then I glued the bottom of the teensy to the top of the paper, and it creates an amazing topper for the pencil. I feel like teensies have a lot of potential to become great DIY projects, so I hope that this gave you some ideas if you have any LPS teensies that you don't normally use. Okay friends, here we go. The last DIY. This one is extremely fun and is probably going to blow a lot of minds right now, but we are going to be making LPS keychains out of shrinky dinks. For those who don't know what shrinky dinks are, they're basically sheets of plastic that you can draw on, and when you put them in the oven, they'll shrink. Can you believe it? It's really cool. For this DIY, you'll need blank sheets of shrinky dink paper or another brand of shrink plastic. Warning, do not use normal plastic sheets for this because it will not work and will probably burn your house down, or at least smell really bad. Make sure you get some specifically shrink plastic. You can find it on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. Thank you. You'll also need medium-sized LPS pictures, a hole punch, something to draw with. I'm using alcohol-based markers, but you can also use Sharpies or colored pencils, and something like keychain findings or string to turn it into a keychain at the end, but I didn't think this one through and don't have any, I'm so sorry. This DIY isn't very complicated. All you have to do is draw over the picture you printed out onto the shrink plastic. I suggest printing out pictures so that you can draw them accurately, but you can also draw your own picture, and honestly you can draw anything. These things are really fun to do. For this project, I'm using a version of the LPS logo and a picture of the superhero cat because I think she has a really cool design that would be fun to draw. I used a black Sharpie to draw the outlines and then my markers to color it in. As I found, light colored markers didn't really show up as well as the darker colors, so keep this in mind if you're going to be doing this project. I did with the scissors and used a hole punch so that I could put a keychain on it at the end. And now it's time to do some baking. Okay, I have so many fears, you guys. First of all, welcome to the kitchen. Welcome to the Blinding Light of God kitchen at ccrtelevision Studios house. And so we are preheating the toaster oven right now, and here are my fears. First of all, the oven's not heated well enough, and that like it's gonna shrink, but it's not gonna shrink properly and it's just gonna look scary. My other fear is that what if the markers I used are not supposed to be used? I did extensive research. I think these are okay. Hopefully I don't die from this or catch on fire or anything like that. Third of all, since it's plastic that's shrinking, is it going to smell bad? I don't know. And what if it just straight up catches on fire? Like that's also a fear that I have. So kids, make sure to do your shrinky dinks at home with parent supervision. Even if you're an adult, I had to ask my mom many questions about this, so make sure to ask a parent or a mom whether shrinky dink LPS keychains are right for you. Ignore how orange the microwave oven looks. Okay, well that seems warm. Don't do that at home, kids. So I'm going to be starting off with this one just because it's a simpler design. It didn't take me too much time to make because I really want this one to work, and I really want this one to be the one that's like super cool looking. Put on your oven mitt or or in my case, your UP Club. The CCR Television is not sponsored by the UP Club. I just really like this thing. We're gonna zoom it in, and hopefully through the dirt and scum, you'll be able to see what's going on, but I'm not completely sure.
Two hours later.
Okay, but why isn't it working?
$2,000 years later.
I will suffice to say that this was a fail because it should only take a few minutes. It's currently been 8 minutes on various temperature settings, and it only moved up a little bit, and now it's stopped. Okay, kids, we're gonna try this one. Okay, I have fears. Oh my god. So I don't think it worked, you guys. That could not have gone any more wrong. Look at this. What is this? What is going on? This is beyond curve. This is just wonky. But you know what else is beyond wonky? Whatever's going on here. It's so sad because like in this corner, you can obviously see where it was going to be shrunken and how nice it would have looked if like it had cooked properly, but it didn't. Like, I'm still gonna give this away because I think you guys are gonna find this thing to be quite funny. But yeah, this is a very questionable object we have here. At least we have the perfect thumbnail. Anyway, let's get on with the rules of the giveaway. In order to enter the giveaway, you must be subscribed. I'm going to be checking, and make sure to comment your favorite school memory. Yeah, let's get some like really nice stories going up in here, so like when we announce the winner, there will be some awesome stories to tell. You will be winning the awesome LPS notebook. This is by far my favorite thing out of the entire whole bunch. You'll also be winning a blank notebook, college ruled, so you can make your own. The LPS themed pencil that we made with a teensy. You will also win a rainbow array of mechanical pencils. You know what these look like. I'm sending you the whole rainbow because I have way too many of these, and you can DIY your least favorite color. You're also going to win these monstrosities. I don't know what you're going to use these for. If you do want to win these, comment what you would even use these for. And if you do win and you don't want these, the comments will give you some ideas. I am so sorry, you guys. Hello and welcome to Cecilia Gives Away All of Her Extra School Supplies. You're going to be winning these 3 highlighters, and these ones are pretty cool. Check it out. They are neon highlighters, and they have 2 sides. They have the thick side, and they have a thinner side, which is really nice for doing just like fluorescent doodles. This really cute bear and cat themed pencil case that I picked up from Daiso, and I tried to find the most animal related pencil case, and this was it. And all of these like little pencil things are going to come in this. Since you probably can't bring your LPS to school, I also hooked you guys up with the next best thing. These puppy erasers. It comes with not 1, not 2, but 3 dogs, a bowl, and a bone, and a house, and shoes for some reason. These are just like little Japanese puzzle erasers. I think you guys will find these to be very fun to keep in your pencil case. I almost forgot, you are also going to be winning these shrinky dink sheets. I'm going to send a few along over to you, along with instructions, so hopefully you'll get it right. A few LPS sticker sheets, original old ones. And last but not least, if any of you guys have watched my last video, I just can't deal with the pain and the guilt of having my doubles anymore. So whoever wins this, you guys can have these. I don't want them. And I'm sure that somebody else would really appreciate these. Here is the entire assortment of all of the cool things that you will be winning at ccrtelevision's YouTube channel. It's more than enough to get you started for school. Well, maybe you might need like some paper and notebooks or something like that. But I tried, I really did try to make this a really well-rounded giveaway. Thank you guys so much for being awesome fans. I definitely love to give back to you all. Remember to comment down below your favorite school memory. This giveaway is going to be ending Friday, August 23rd. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, learned something out of it, laughed at my failures. Bye everyone, and I hope you guys all have good luck and good grades when you go back to school.